Back again, about 4 hours later, because my printer is a little bit old and slow. So we've redesigned this bit so the motor should be able to go right the way up inside. I'll do that in a minute. Probably have to, oh no, that is sliding in. I was going to say I might have to trim it a bit. I do need to put extra wires on there, or longer wires. So I will go ahead and assemble it. I suppose we could just have a quick look. Let's just cut these off for now. Oh dear, those cutters are a little bit abused. So, just so we can see what's going to go on, that is going to go in there, like that. And as I said, the little wire tags are sticking up there, so they will stick in your hand. If I was going to do a version 2, I would build this up a little bit and maybe put a cover over it. But at the moment, I just want to make sure everything fits in there. That's still got some charge on that battery anyway. So we'll put some extension leads on the on the LED, so it goes down through that hole, comes out there, comes across there, and we'll plug in there, facing out, obviously. Can I get it in there that way? Oh, there we go. Yep, that will face out that way. I'm not going to worry about putting a reflector and a lens on it or anything like that. We just want to see it working. Yeah, and longer leads on there as well. Those wires there will connect up to where I've just disconnected the solar panel. Somewhere on here I did have a diode. That's probably fallen on the floor now. I was going to put one diode in line just so that we make sure the current flows in the right direction. Yeah, I'll have to search what... Oh, I can see it on the floor over there now. Yeah, so we'll put a diode on there, so we're only sending current in one way round, just in case this is current sensitive, polarity sensitive. So we'll do that. I'll put it all together. Cool. They're going to be a bit of a pain to get off. At the moment, I am having to print everything on a raft because it is just not gripping the bed properly, this PLA that I'm using. If you've watched my videos recently, I've been moaning about the PLA that I bought in virtually every 3D printed video. It's my own fault. I just bought the cheapest stuff I could find and it just isn't very good. I'm lucky if I can get a reasonable print. Anyway, I'll sort that out and see if we can get it together. All right, just for demonstration purposes, I haven't wired the motor into the circuit yet. We've just got the wires hanging out. So if I connect it to a battery, let's just stick it down so I can work on it. So the gear train is working. Just try it the other way around as well. Oh, that didn't go so well the other way. Why was that? So that's okay. what happens next, well, I wire it in place, but then this little bit goes on top of there, so we can turn it. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of wearing in, I think, just to get it turning right. I have put some grease on it to help. What I'm tempted to do is put a proper little handle on here rather than this thing, so we can actually get some power behind it. And then the LED is in place, so we can see that part of it's working. So now I will solder this on, and we need to work out which way we need to turn it to charge it. I've put the diode on there so that we'll only be putting current into it one way round. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, it fits in there nicely. I could pull the slack through into there. We got a bit more space there, but at the moment it's hanging loose there. So we've got the on-off switch. The only thing is, because it's fully charged at the moment, we don't know if we're actually putting any charge into it by just doing this bit. And as I say, I'd rather make some sort of a handle here so we can actually turn it a little bit more than just doing this. That needs to sit down on there a bit further. The peg that I put in there is filling up the gap, so I need to, well, reprint this so it's a bit deeper. Yeah, I'll need to let it run right down and then see if I can get any charge into it. So at this moment in time, it all fits together. So that's positive. But we need it to run down and then see if I can put any charge back into it. I've got a nasty suspicion that this might take rather a long time to get some charge back in there just by doing this. What I could do, I mean, I rigged it up with just a single diode just to make sure it went in the right way round. If I put a proper rectifier bridge in there, then we'll be charging it in both directions, because at the moment we're only charging it in the one direction. When it goes one way, charge is going in. When it's going the other way, the diode is blocking the current flow. So we're only getting half what we could be getting. So a proper rectifier bridge there instead of just a single diode would be a better idea. I'll let this run right down and then see if I can recharge it. But it'll be hours before that runs down. So come back later, I suppose. Or a separate video to say whether it's a success or a failure. Yeah, because this is going to, like I say, this is going to be all night, and this video has already taken more than twice as long than it should do because I had to reprint that part. I do like the way that fits in there. That fits in there quite nicely. And I say, if you're worried about little spiky bits sticking up, You could just cover that with hot glue, I suppose. That would seal it so you don't stick your fingers in it. This is a little bit sloppy. At the moment, I don't know which way is the right way to charge it. I should have worked that out, shouldn't I? As I say, rectifier bridge would cure that anyway. It wouldn't matter which way we go, we'd still be charging it. That'll do for now. Maybe a second video when we decide whether we need to put a rectifier bridge in it or not. And one final little thing, I just realised I need to take that peg out, put that on, and then put the peg through the two of them. That's why there was a gap underneath. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.